Hello and welcome to 3.0 TV. I am Vishakha Thakur. Metaverse is opening up transformative opportunities. According to a global Metaverse market intelligence report, Metaverse market is expected to reach $205.3 billion by the end of this year, and the sports Metaverse industry could reach $80 billion by 2030. So to discuss in detail about Metaverse and how is it going to transform the sports industry, I have been joined by Mr. Gaurav Thakur, founder of Metavoax. Welcome to 3.0 TV, sir.
Hi, Vishakha. It's great to be in touch with you. I think since the last year starting, we were in touch with you, and some great work you have been doing for the Web3 community. I must tell you that.
Thanks a lot, sir. It's a pleasure to have you. So Metaverse is going to change the work from home scenario, making it more interesting. And according to a research by Cornell, it can also aid in reducing global warming. Cryptocurrency exchange Binance too is coming up with a Metaverse platform in collaboration with The Weeknd. And according to you, what is the current scenario of Metaverse market and how is it going to transform the physical world?
Okay, so folks who are building the Metaverse are focused on building. I mean, based on keyword searches, hype or no hype, robust platforms cannot be created. I'll give you a few, examples of, recent cases where Metaverse projects are being, focused on. For example, SoftBank backed Improbable, a UK-based Web3 company, just announced 2 days back that they are building a mega Metaverse. And on Friday, they launched its plans for a network of Metaverses that it hopes will one day be capable of hosting thousands of users. So the way they have positioned it is it's a network of interportable Web3 metaverses or 3D spaces, which they call M squared. So that's one, something in the news recently. Then Bharat Meta showcased in Viva Tech just 2 days back. Yeah. Viva Tech in Paris is one of the biggest tech events of the year. There, Bharat Meta was, showcased. There is something called, Two-Egg Metaverse Academy, announces, camps for students in Riyadh, and that was just today. And this is not all. For example, All Nippon Airways and Louis Vuitton, they have launched a few NFT collectibles, and that was their endeavor to go towards, digital collectibles in the metaverse. So people are building solid projects each day. Every month, you see new projects being launched.
True.
That's what I feel about the metaverse.
All right, so Metaverse tokens such as Sand and Mana by the Sandbox and Decentraland were named as securities in the SEC's lawsuit versus Binance. So how do you think this will impact the Metaverse sector?
Well, tradable assets is one part of the Metaverse. The Metaverse actually means an open Metaverse is decentralized and interportable. It allows users to control their identity, enforces property rights, aligns incentives, and assures value accrues to the user, not just a platform. So when this news came out, they have put that at securities, but the Metaverse as an immersive experience, that I think are two different, I would not say use cases, but these are two different scenarios.
So almost every sector, be it automobile, banking, entertainment, education, are early movers, and there have been some predictions that the sports metaverse industry could reach $80 billion by 2030. So what do you have to say about the potential of metaverse in the sports industry?
Okay, the potential of sports in metaverse is immense. There are a lot of sports IPs who are creating metaverse experiences, which are isolated metaverse experiences. For example, Starverse, where they experimented with IPL recently. I can give examples of IPs who have done a lot in the metaverse. For example, NBA globally, they have done a lot from Top Shots, collecting NFTs, trading NFTs. And these are not just NFTs. These are actually sports experiences. These are video NFTs. And going ahead, and their presence in metaverses. There's a lot of golf tournaments which has happened in the metaverse. What I feel is the way IP interacts with fans in the metaverse is like no other. The proximity is more. In certain cases, celebrity, sports stars cannot come and meet someone face to face. There is where an opportunity lies, where you can interact with real-time avatars of your favorite sports players. There you can do that. That's one strong utility. The second thing is Metaverse first sports IPs. For example, there are certain existing sports which can do a metaverse first, episode, or a metaverse first, say for example, Grand Prix. After the Moroccan Grand Prix, there can be a metaverse first Grand Prix where it is only the metaverse where it happens, not emulating or as a digital twin of a physical event, but a digital first, metaverse first event. So that can happen. Collectibles, of course, that is always there. Sports collectibles is a long, it is a long tail. I mean, it was there before Metaverse and NFTs came in the picture. It will still be there. And then apart from that, there co-ownership in a sports team. There was a team called Wagmi United, a UK-based, soccer team. There they had taken out NFTs. These NFTs were ownership tokens. So you could take part in the DAO. And, people who are crazy about that, the local club or the local, sport, they can now be a part of it. I see a lot happening in that context from Indian IPs also. For example, soccer has a very good patronage in India, especially from East India and say in Kerala and in Mohan Bagan, which is like, in West Bengal. So that fandom can be a club. Needless to say, of course, IPL is there. That's the biggest one.
All right. So how digital identities such as NFTs and blockchain are going to, shape the metaverse forward?
Well, digital identities will enable you to interact with these sports IPs, not just the sports IPs, the players, your fans would be more involved in the sports IPs, and they will take inclusive calls when it comes to, for example, I'll give you examples of DAOs around sports IPs that have been created. These DAOs and involve fans to take calls about that IP, about that brand, which is nowhere to be seen. I mean, in Web 2, this was not the case.
So Apple recently launched a Vision Pro headset, which costs around $3,499. And how will we see mass adoption of Metaverse in this scenario where prices of VR headsets are too high for an average user?
Well, Apple is positioning this as spatial computing. Now, these are two different terms. The Metaverse and spatial computing are two different terms. But then when the whole world does a zig, Apple's always does a zag. Now, Apple, if you remember, when they launched Mac, it was personal computing. When they launched, iPhone, it was mobile computing. Now, this they're positioning as spatial computing. Now, how it impacts the metaverse in a couple of ways. For example, it has text-to-speech, recognition and translation in modules that can improve the metaverse in many ways. It can use the user's glare to predict movements in the metaverse. So those components of the Vision Pro can be incorporated into the metaverse, making it more easier and more navigable, I would say.
All right. And what factors do you think will drive the growth or adoption of metaverse?
Well, there will be a couple of factors. Content for one. More than the device. I come from a mobile first, background. So, I believe the mobile is still a stronger device. So, the metaverse has to be multiple device, adoptable. It has to be, agnostic to the device. I mean, it can start with browser-based experiences. It has to go to mobile experiences, connected TV experiences, and of course, the wearable and headset experience is very important because that gives you a full immersive experience. So it has to be device agnostic. B, it has to be interportable. I believe, interportability is a major,
issue. True.
Leapfrog. It has to happen. The third thing is content. I believe it has to have content experiences. I'll give you examples like, the anime industry, for example, and they have huge scope of metaverse experiences. And I'm sure someone is creating somewhere an anime metaverse in some part of the world. So content and IP has to be strong. Content and IP has to be present. I give you the example of Bharat Meta. So Bharat Meta is an indigenous, metaverse developed by a company in India. It was showcased in Viva Tech. I was browsing through it. There were very limited content experiences inside it. I was surfing on the beach there. It made me realize how important content is. There has to have content experiences inside the metaverse for people to experience the metaverse in its full glory and pomp.
All right. So thank you so much, sir, for being on 3.0 TV and sharing your views and knowledge with our viewers. It was really great having you on the show.
Thank you. A pleasure to be here.
So this was Mr. Gaurav Thakur, founder of Metavoax. He shared insights on Metaverse and how it is going to transform the sports industry. Keep watching 3.0 TV. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. And for updates related to Web3, please log on to our website www.3versetv.io or scan the QR code. This is me, Vishakha Thakur, signing off.